I think getting our hair done is a ritual. In a ritual, you are preparing your mind, body, and spirit to receive a blessing. So through her experience in studying beauty rituals in Africa, she saw from birth to death that people have to wear their hair in a certain hairstyle to achieve a spiritual goal, right? So in Ghana, for example, girls become women once they master a hairstyle. And it's a physical expression to the whole community that they are now women. And in certain parts of West Africa, when your hair is not done, it symbolizes to your community that you need support. That you need support. Some even go as far as cutting or shaving their hair off so others are forced to look at their head, which is a symbol for their mind and mental health, right? And so I when I read that, I was so taken with that. Like we, in the States, in the West, we tend to criticize and ridicule women for not being kept up, right? For not having her things about her. But if she doesn't have the resources, the money, if she doesn't have the time, the understanding, the knowledge, right? If she doesn't have the ability to apply what she has learned, or even like the time to learn her own hair, because all hair is not the same, right? They have different textures. I have like 3 different textures of hair in my head. But I thought it was beautiful because we criticize women for not appearing put together, for like wearing a bonnet outside, or for, you know, not having their hair done, or, oh, she look a mess. Look at her hair. Look at her tracks. Look at her thing lifting. Like we say these things, right? And we don't, one, who cares? You shouldn't be saying that. You shouldn't be doing that, right? Number one. But 2, maybe this is a call for care. Maybe people, like, I know when I'm going through it, when I am going through a depressive episode, hair is the last thing I'm concerned about. I put on a head wrap, I put on a bonnet, a hat. I'm not concerning myself with my hair because it's just going to send me further into despair because nobody is taking care of me. I'm taking care of me, right? And I think we should have far more grace with Black women specifically, in general, but also about their hair. Like our hair has been such a topic of ridicule and like even in some places we weren't even allowed to show our hair, right? Because of how it grows out of our scalp. In professional settings, it's still seen as unprofessional. There are laws still trying to be passed in the year 2024. Okay, 2024, we're still trying to pass laws to say that Black folks get to have their hair grow out of their hair like they want to. Every so often, there's an article that comes up. A boy has to cut his locks off before he wrestles. A boy has to cut his locks off before he crosses and graduates. A girl was sent home because her hair was not done in their mind, right? Like these constant things. When this is an invitation for care, for community. I know even as a person who suffers with depression, wanting to cut off my hair sometimes is a sign that I need a break. I'm tired, right? Like I don't have the energy to do my hair. Everybody's criticizing me about it, but you're not doing it. So I'm going to cut it off, right? And how beautiful it is that community comes together to care for this person. They see the person needing help. Like, no, I got you, sis. I got you, sis. I got you. Come here. Let me take care of you. Since you can't take care of yourself right now, let me take care of you. And shaving their heads, right? As a symbol for their mind and their mental health, like they're ailing. How can we serve each other? How can we support one another? You know? And so she goes on to say, hair can be this language system that lets other people know how you feel and who you are. So when your hair doesn't get to look the way you want, then you are not communicating to other people how you feel, right? So again, I'm going to read this. Hair can be this language system that lets other people know how you feel and who you are, right? So when your hair doesn't get to look the way you want, then you are not communicating to other people how you feel, right? So there's a lot of suppression, right? That term, suppression, suppress, oppress, suppress. I keep saying suppress, right? To push down, to quiet that pain, that terror, the mental anguish, right? The physical pain. It's just so reflective in every area, like in the hospital, in the healthcare system, you know, in our day-to-day lives, in our love lives, in our friendships, at our jobs. Like Black women do a lot of suppressing. We do a lot of presenting to people and like, oh, I'm presenting as this way, but really I'm frustrated, I'm suffering, right? And in other cultures, they're able to express their own frustrations and suffering and be treated with care and kindness instead of the first thing someone doing is ridiculing you and telling you you're not enough, right? That's why community care is so important. I think that hair people, a barber, you talking a esthetician, right? Or a hairstylist. I don't know why that word didn't come to me, but hairstylists are healers. They're healers. They literally have healing hands, right? When they're treating you with tenderness and care and kindness, and they're supporting you and saying, you don't have to take this, you don't have to carry this load by yourself because you weren't meant to carry it by yourself. I got you, sis. Like, that changes people's lives. It changes their whole outlook.